correspondent Kevin Ogutu is joining us via phone. And Kevin, I mean, for the 4 years, just going to Kisumu City, because it's not strange in the country that, people fly a lot to Kisumu from Nairobi and from all corners of the world. We saw, airfares increasing. Just paint for us a picture on the ground in Kisumu. What is the economic impact of the president being there for 4 days?
Well, the economic impact of President's 4-day visit is no doubt momentous, in the sense that the goodwill, the political goodwill that has come with the launching of the project, part of the what we call handshake project, and also the ongoing constructions will no doubt result into turning around the economies of the lake region, so to speak. I remember out of a number of projects that were supposed to be launched by President Uhuru Kenyatta, we only saw in Kisumu County in particular, we only saw the Kenya Marine School being launched, the Kenya Shipyards Limited, and also the MV Uhuru, which is a cargo ship being launched at the Kisumu port. And this left out the big question of, this generated the question of why didn't we see the Kisumu port being launched? So, talking about the details about these particular projects and how we are seeing the kind of goodwill that is here. Remember, in his speech, he mentioned about 300 local artisans that had been directly employed at the Kenya shipyards when the government came around to really turn the face of that particular establishment. But apart from that, we are also expecting over 1,000 local artisans and youths to be employed as they go into the second phase of the shipyard, and also an additional number when the construction of the MV Uhuru 2 will start. Apart from that, we are also seeing avenues for business being created. We are talking about a magnificent Uhuru Business Park that was yet to be launched. And we are also talking about the rehabilitation of Nakuru-Kisumu Railway, which had not been completed by the time President Uhuru Kenyatta, together with the ministers and ODM leader Raila Odinga, came to the lakeside region, to the lakeside city of Kisumu, 2 days ahead of the Madaraka Day celebration. So all these things put together, and you can imagine how momentous the Nakuru-Kisumu Railway will be like in terms of boosting trade in the various centers that will rely on the vibrancy of the rail transport many years back. Then you put all these things together, and then you realize that the visit by President Uhuru Kenyatta on the 2 days before Madaraka Day and the 4 days that ended today mean a lot to the economy of the region. So if you ask me, if talking about the fares, of course, the air ticket prices from Nairobi to Kisumu, maybe it's about demand and supply, because we had got business people moving from Nairobi to Kisumu. We had got the government officials moving in. We had got other people who are coming to really look around, see what kind of opportunities are here. And this maybe in one way or another contributed to the extraordinary fares, the air ticket prices that we saw with the Madaraka Day seats and President's tour of the region.
Okay.
So from where
good too.
Yes.
Actually, it's quite incredible. You've mentioned the Nakuru-Kisumu meter gauge railway, which is said to be unveiled hopefully in August, if things go as planned. The issue about the root cause, for example, refurbishment of the Kisumu port, 3 billion shillings, this port was not as functional as it should have been. Have those underlying reasons been addressed? Why was the port inactive for so long? And now moving forward, now it's been unveiled to the world. What foundations have been laid to see that it's operational and also profitable, not only for the people of Kisumu, but we understand its impact across the East Africa region?
Well, the question about the Kisumu port, which sits very strategically in the East African region, being one port that's supposed to connect the business between the countries in the Lake region. Well, we have seen some 3 segments that will be key in making sense of the business, of the vibrancy of the port. And we have seen so far President Uhuru Kenyatta launching or commissioning 2 of them. One of them being the Marine School, where we'll have the human resource being trained on matters marine transport. Then we have 2, the Kenya Shipyards Limited, for the construction and repair of ships. And then 3, we have got the rehabilitation of the Nakuru meter gauge railway, which will now ensure that we have that seamless transport and cost-effective transport of goods to the port and out. So these 3 other components, one of them was missing, and that was the completion of the rehabilitation of the Nakuru-Kisumu line. If all the 3 segments are done, then I can guarantee that the vibrancy of the Kisumu port is something that we'll be talking about for many years to come. In the statement by President Uhuru Kenyatta, it was evident that this was a mistake. This was a failure by the other regimes to tap on this great potential. And in his speech, he said that this is now the time for people to look forward so that we don't again have a situation whereby people are sitting on the potential that will turn around the economy of the region. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Kelvin Ogutu, Kisumu correspondent. Thank you very much for that update in regards to the economic impact of having the president at the lakeside city of Kisumu City. Right now we want to take a short break right here.